WAOH is brought to you in part by Ohio's #1 trusted real estate team, The Young Team. Online at theyoungteam.com.
Today I get to chat with Journalist Shay again. She is my good friend as well, and she also has Shay Tuned, which is her brand, where she brings law and media together. Love what you do.
Thank you. I love what I do.
Always love having you on the show.
Yes.
Thankful for you.
I'd be excited to be here.
Yeah. By the way, your like shirt matching your makeup today.
I know, right? I tried to blend a little purple.
It looks so good.
Thank you.
It's really cute. But we're going to go into our topics.
Yes.
Which is, we're back to that big, beautiful bill.
Big, beautiful
We've been talking
bill.
about, and how it relates to the Akron Public Schools staffing crisis.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit, first of all, about the background on the staffing crisis.
All right. Akron Public Schools currently face 162 vacancies for teachers, aides, and support staff across 47 schools just days before the new school year began.
I mean, school starts next week.
I know.
I think on Thursday, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Teachers are already there.
Yeah.
And they need 162 more people.
Isn't that
47
insane?
schools. It's crazy. I'm going to actually speak directly to the audience. Both of us can. We'll talk to the wide shot here. Go get a job at the Akron Public Schools if you're in need of a job.
Absolutely.
These kids need you. Seriously. I mean, we need good teachers. I had three kids in the Akron Public Schools. It is so important to have good teachers at our schools, and not just teachers, aides and support staff. So you don't even have to have an education degree.
No.
You can go be support staff. You can go be an aide.
Get involved.
The
school year is about to begin, and we're facing this crisis.
I know.
That sucks.
It could affect all of these different things. How could it affect people?
It could affect the classroom sizes, supervision, how well schools can support students academically and emotionally. I mean, you got to think about the therapist that comes into school too.
Well, and think about if every teacher has to add 5, 6, 7 more students.
That can be a little overwhelming too, to try to teach every kid with an overload. That would be a lot.
And not every kid's at the same place. So
No.
they need to be able to address kids that are at different levels. And
I don't think it's fair at all. It's a crisis at this moment. I think we covered, when teachers went on strike before.
Right.
Yeah, I remember we covered that before for a different network we were with. But yeah, I'm like, these teachers is not catching a break at all out here. It's just, it's sad, and it's very concerning at this point.
And actually, overloading classrooms makes other teachers that are already there not want to be there as much too. So we need to help out the teachers that are there by getting some more staff in there.
And some more support. Yeah, I agree.
If you are looking for a job, we want to really encourage you. Even if one person goes and applies at Akron Public School through this video, we'll be thrilled.
Yeah.
So then what's the Ohio law and school responsibilities? Kind of share that part of it.
Okay, so the Ohio law and school responsibilities, it requires public schools to maintain certain student and teacher rotation and ensure safe, learning environments.
Okay, so you mean there can only be so many students to this amount of teachers?
Pretty much so, because who want to have an oversized classroom?
That's what I was just talking about. They can't add,
So the school must comply with safety regulations, provide required training for staff.
Yep.
They have additional training now. Thanks to the big, beautiful bill, it mandates certain training now for these teachers.
Which is good, but at the same time, it may keep people away from, going back to teaching.
Yeah.
They already have a teaching degree, and they're like, oh, I got to get all this other training.
They got to go back to training. How inconvenient is that to be already in your profession and you already got the requirements and the training, and now a law has passed, this bill has passed, so you got to go back and get more training.
Right. But at the same time, what they are being trained in is positive. So share what they're being trained in.
Okay. So it mandates training for teachers and school staff to recognize and respond to student mental health needs and behavior issues. Right. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm a son of autistic mom, so
yeah.
I'm an autistic mom.
Yeah,
and my son's autistic, so I love that.
Right.
That right there is just amazing.
That part's great.
Great. Increase access to mental health services and support personnel in schools. I love that too. Mm-hmm. Creation of school safety teams respond for planning and crisis response. That
have to do that.
I know, but that right there should definitely be mandated because so much goes on with school shootings, threats, bombs, all that. I feel like they definitely do need to be trained in that type of portion. I know since we were littler in elementary, you should train for like tornadoes and drills like that, but it's far worse now, unfortunately.
It is, absolutely. Yeah. And unfortunately, we do need training in all of those areas. So this part of the bill's goal is to create a safer, more supportive environment for students, which I do appreciate. Yeah. But again, it also creates more training for teachers. So there's just, there's hard things on both sides.
It is. It's a lot. I feel like the adjustment, but at least it's a positive outcome. It ain't like they're saying you got to get extra stuff that you don't really need to qualify. It's just some extra training.
Yeah.
So
why does the staffing shortage impact compliance with HB 243, which is this House bill, the big, beautiful bill, as we're calling it?
So failing to meet these standards could expose the district to legal risk and possibly reduce state funding or invite oversight. We need the funding for these schools, for sure. So schools might struggle to maintain required safety teams or respond effectively to crisis as well. They can leave students without needed mental health resources or supervision. We do not need that whatsoever.
No.
And then without many unfilled positions, schools may not have enough trained staff to meet the training and support requirements. Now, that's a problem.
Yeah, so what would even happen in that case?
That right there is a problem. If you don't have enough people to come in to help, I mean, we can't send them to school if it's like 2 people at the school.
Right. And like you just said, we can't have students that have, that need those mental health resources to not have that or not have supervision that they need at the schools.
And we need that.
Right.
I mean, that's what we're sending y'all for, like the supervision. Yeah. We want some supervision while you learning and teaching these, students. So I think that is major, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
All right. So what's next? We know there are broader policy implications. And then what is Akron Public Schools doing right now? What is next?
Okay. Akron Public Schools is likely working hard to hire substitute teachers, aides, and support staff to fill in gaps quickly. That is wonderful. The community and lawmakers may push for emergency funding or policy changes to prevent similar shortage in the future.
Which makes sense.
So we don't got to deal with this no more. And monitoring how the district complies with the HB 243 will be important within the upcoming months. Right. We don't know what's going to get changed. You never know. But monitoring what's next as far as the requirements and the changes. The training might even change. You just never know. But monitoring that is definitely what's next to come. See what's going on.
Yeah, because this is brand new. So they don't really know how everything's going to play out.
Or if it be more mandated training, you just never know. You just got to pay attention.
So getting subs in there. So also, if you're a substitute teacher, even if you don't want the full-time role, that might be something you can dive into here at Akron Public Schools. And again, aides, support staff. I kind of want to pound that one.
Yes.
Pound that in. That really what Akron Public Schools needs is help. And so if you're able to help, go and do it. Apply for those roles and be with the kids. I know some of these roles, again, they don't have to be full-time. These can be part-time roles if you're not looking for something full-time. And then I know there'll be plenty of full-time roles.
Yeah,
as well.
Just get involved.
Get involved.
Get
help
involved.
Out.
Get involved.
Get involved. All right. How can people find you, Shay? And if they want more information about this or anything else you're doing?
Journalist Shay on all platforms, as well as Shay Tune, all socials.
Awesome.
Quick and easy.
Love it. Love you. Thankful for you and all the work you do here in Akron.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was great to be with Journalist Shay this morning. As always, make sure you follow her at Journalist Shay and Shay Tune on all platforms because she's doing great things here in the community.